Imagine sitting down to eat your lunch and scarfing down your food in less than 10 minutes. This is what most elementary kids are doing at lunchtime just so they can have time to play outside. I work closely with teachers every day, and most have the same concern. There's not enough recess time within the school day for elementary kids and middle school kids as well. This is an issue that needs to get more attention. Today, I would like to give you some of the social, academic, and physical benefits of recess and persuade you to contact the school board member in your area and ask them to increase the amount of recess time within the school day. Recess can be a critical time for children's development and social interaction. Recess serves as a needed break from the concentration and academic challenges in the classroom. It's defined as regularly scheduled periods within the elementary school day for unstructured physical activity and play. This is what the American Academy of Pediatrics has defined recess as. This time of unstructured play promotes children's social and emotional development. They're able to participate in peer interactions and role play fundamental social skills. Children can learn communication skills such as negotiation, cooperation, sharing, and problem solving. They also learn coping skills like perseverance and self-control during recess. These skills are not only important for the classroom, but they are also important skills that they can use throughout their adult life. This unstructured play helps children practice conflict resolution and helps them come back to the class ready to learn and less restless. Recess also offers children a needed socially structured outlet for managing stress. By letting them adjust to the environment that they're in the unstructured playtime, it extends their cognitive development into the classroom. So these benefits do carry over into the classroom setting. In order for the best cognitive processing in children to happen, they need a break after a period of concentrated instruction. Just switching from one subject to the next is not enough of a break to get them to really focus on what they're doing. Studies have shown that after recess, whether it's indoors or outdoors, students are able to perform better cognitively in the classroom and are more attentive and productive. So this break gives them that reset of their mind so they can concentrate on whatever subject, whatever task that they have at hand, and it makes them more attentive to what is actually going on. So in that same study, it was shown that students' ability to refocus was shown to be stimulated more by the break from classroom than the actual activity. So it doesn't matter what unstructured play or break, what they're doing during that break. It's that break from instruction, from concentration, that actually helps them to focus better and come back more attentive. Any type of activity at recess is has benefited their performance in the classroom. These same teachers also saw an improvement of behavior throughout the day. They studied several different classrooms. There were children who had specific issues with behavior. Once they started giving them a longer recess break or smaller breaks within the day, those behavior problems actually were eliminated. If not, they did go down. So that break helps them to also just compose themselves. We as adults, we can't go the whole day at work sitting and concentrating on one subject or one task. We need breaks, we need a lunch, so children need the same thing. They need that time to reset. Recess obviously has physical benefits as well. And while recess offers these physical benefits, it's a complement to PE and not a substitute for it. PE is still considered instructional time. It's still structured. It's still, usually they play a game, they play something where they're told what to do, they're put in groups, so it's not considered unstructured play. And even though not all children play vigorously at recess, it does give children the opportunity to be active and to practice movement and motor skills. it's shown that even small movement at recess balances out the sedentary time that children have at school and at home. At school, most of the time they're sitting at home. I know now, especially with all the electronics, they're watching TV, playing video games on their iPads. So that time at recess can help complement PE and help them to get a little bit more active. It can also help children reach the recommended 60 minutes per day of moderate to vigorous activity, which can help lower the risk of obesity. It's been shown that as recess times are reduced, so in elementary schools right now, they are reducing the time of recess. They are putting in instructional time. They're cutting it by 5-10 minutes to add testing, to add teaching for testing, and that cut continues through middle school. Middle school, they don't really have any kind of recess, but studies have shown that even kids in middle school do need that break. They do need that time away from the classroom, from concentration, to kind of reset. And they, once as the time of recess is diminished as they grow older, the U.S. childhood obesity rates have spiked. So in some states where they don't have as much recess as others, they've noticed that that is the trend. The obesity rates do increase. There's also studies that have shown that when they, in Japan, they have started doing recess before lunch. And this has helped to cut down on food waste because the kids are not rushing to eat to go outside and play. And again, it's also helped with those behavior issues. They've seen that when they have recess before lunch, they have a nice unstructured time to play, eat their lunch. They usually finish a lot more of it. There's not as much waste, and their behavior throughout the day, their concentration, their cognitive development is all so much better than when they do recess after lunch or have a limited period for recess. So the benefits of recess can have effects that last a lifetime. Schools need to look at how this unstructured play at recess can help kids excel in the classroom and beyond. With the increased emphasis on testing in the school system, kids are more stressed than ever. Instead of, taking away from recess to focus on those tests, we need to realize that kids do need that break physically and mentally to reset. Unstructured breaks such as recess can help them reduce their stress levels, concentrate in the classroom, and become socially functioning adolescents. So I urge you to contact your school board member and bring this issue to their attention. If all of us come together, and bring these facts to the table, it will help persuade them to consider putting, an extra 5-10 minutes into the instructional day. Nelson Mandela said, "Education is the most powerful weapon which you can use to change the world." And these kids are our future. These kids are the ones that are going to grow up and be our nurses and doctors and presidents and congressmen and senators. So we need to act now to make sure that our children are getting the best education, since they are our future.